welcome to my JED Talk. Oh, no. JED Talk. Jillian Educating Dummies. Today, we're going to talk about different hormones, but specifically one in particular. You're going to have to wait for our Kahoot to see what it is. All right, kids, time to play Kahoot. We have our one loyal audience member, Guido, to play. All right, time to start the game. There's going to be a series of questions, and we'll see how well you do. All right, what product are we talking about? Is it Novorel Matrix MG200? You didn't get it right, but that's okay. That's okay. So the product we're going to talk about today is Novorel. So Novorel is produced by Ferring Pharmaceuticals, and it's an injection used for IVF treatment or infertility for the release of an egg so that they get fertilized. All right, next question. Guido, you're doing bad, but it's okay. Question number 2. What is the native hormone mimicked? LH, not the answer, still not the answer. Still not the answer, but it's okay. So the native hormone mimicked is luteinizing hormone, but the hormone it contains is human chorionic gonadotrophin. All right, Guido. 0 for 0, but that's okay. We have our third question coming up. It's true or false this time. Let's see if you can get this one right. You have 2 options. All right. The theca interna cells are the primary target. So you still didn't get it, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm not frustrated at all. All right, so the real answer is that is true. So the theca interna cells are the primary target of the HCG given through the injection. So the theca interna cells have the receptors for that hormone. But that's okay. You can get this next time. 0 out of 0 still, but it's okay. Last question. What is Novorel used for? Food production, not the answer, or infertility. You have that wasn't the answer, but that's okay. So Novorel is used in infertility. So Novorel, when given the shot, it's referred to as the stimulant or trigger shot. And that means that you will ovulate 24 to about 34 hours after you're giving that shot. All right, let's see the results. The podium, no one. Still 0 out of 4. Still 0 out of 4. We're proud of our audience members. We'd like to thank Guido for his services. Although he didn't get any of the questions right, even when given a true false, that's okay, that's okay. We're gonna just have to educate him afterward. Now we're gonna have future me talk about how Novorel works. So what is the real life application of Novorel? So Novorel is used in women's infertility treatments. It's used, or typically known as the trigger shot for ovulation because the surge of HCG causes the release of an egg. Now this is typically used about 24 to about 38 hours before a woman's expected to do either an egg retrieval or a woman is expected to be inseminated. This is typically used because doctors want to be able to track when a woman will ovulate. So Novorel is typically injected intramuscular around the ovary area, and this is typically done by the woman who's being hyperstimulated for an egg retrieval just because it's easier and times vary when the woman's supposed to take the trigger shot. So it's taken about 24 to about 38 hours before the woman's expected to get an egg retrieval. So this means that some women may get stimulated at 5 in the morning, some 8 o'clock at night. So these varying times make it difficult for doctors to be the ones to give the injection. All right, how does Novorel actually work? So Novorel, when injected, causes a surge of HCG or human chorionic gonadotrophin to be released into the bloodstream, and it travels all the way to the ovary. Now specifically on the ovary, it goes for the Graafian follicle. But the certain cells that have receptors for the HCG is the theca interna, so this tiny little portion. Now the theca interna, when getting the rush of HCG, it produces androgens, which ultimately produce estrogen. Now this surge of estradiol is what leads to an egg being ovulated. Welcome back to the Jed Talk. Unfortunately, we don't have much longer to be together, which Guido might think is really good, but it's okay. So today we learned about reproductive products, specifically Novarel, and specific to that is just the use and how it works within the female body. I'd like to give a special thanks to our only audience member, Guido. Did you learn anything today, Guido? Okay, well, I'm glad we had you. At least you learned something because Guido didn't.